Good morning, Rotarians. Thank you for joining us. This club meeting is called to order. Shortly, I'll be sharing my screen and leading us through another fun presentation to direct the conversation. Periodically, I'll bring the screen down so that we can see each other's beautiful and friendly faces and have more dialogue. Feel free to speak out as you would in a normal club meeting in person, but if you're not using your microphone, please be sure to put yourself on mute, or maybe I'll do it at the cost of a club fine. Okay, and here we go. Okay. I'm just seeing the chat here. Let's do this. Awesome. Welcome to the Fortuna Sunrise Rotary Club meeting for October 28th, 2020. That's volume 18 of my presidential year. We have an amazing Rotary Club, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it. And let's introduce some guests that we have this morning. We have our speaker, Ryan Johnson from Breaking Barriers. Give it up for Ryan. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
And we've got Jessica Daltrey as well. Good morning, Jessica. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you bet. And we also have President of the Noon Club, Brian Gonzalez. Give it up for Brian. Awesome. Any other guests? I'm doing a quick scan. I think the rest are all members in the house. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Okay, we're going to go back to the screen share, like so. All right. And maybe it'll work. Okay. Zoom in, zoom out. There we go. At this time, we typically be doing the flag salute, but just to save everybody looking at our guts while we do it, as we stand up, a little American history lesson. Did you know that on this day in 1965, the Gateway Arch, which was a 630-foot high parabola of stainless steel, marking the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial on the waterfront of St. Louis, Missouri, was completed. That was today. Our inspirational message of the day. If you want others to be, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. On the tip of compassion. And four-way test this morning. How about, I didn't pick anybody this morning, but how about we go to Rick Center, past president and charter member of this club. He should have the four-way test written on the inside of his eyeballs or eyelids.
Here it is with my eyes shut, huh? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
How about that? Thank you, Rick. And let's go to announcements. All right, let's see. We have World Polio Day recap. So we had our flamingo flocking event, and I think by all accounts, it went very successful. We had set kind of a goal of hitting about roughly $1,000 after expenses, and the money's still rolling in, but we're projecting probably around 1,500, maybe a little bit more. So we had a great event. Thank you for everybody involved. Thanks for the flockies, the people who let us or got mandatorily flocked in their yards. Thanks to the committee of people that went out and did that early in the morning, put the flamingos out, as well as spray painting the flamingos, brainstorming the idea, all the things that went into it, writing up our little one sheet that was really cute. You guys did an amazing job, so thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Veterans Day, November 11th, which is a Wednesday, flags on Main Street, and that is the day that our club will be taking over the responsibility as opposed to one of the other clubs sponsoring a day. So we'll need to be out there on force. It's also a Rotary meeting, so we'll have to juggle that a little bit. But you know, stay tuned for that, what time to be determined. As well, we've got the International Fair Project. Let me go back here. The annual International club fair, club project fair that's going to be online this year, November 13th and 14th, 2020. And that's all online. So you can check that out. You don't have to travel down to Guatemala or something like that. All right. And next slide. Backpacks for Kids, which is our partnership with Food for People, where we pack sacks of food for needy families that need some extra food to get them through the weekend, where maybe some of their only food they're getting is at the schools that they go to. And this week, today, we've got Steve Garrison, Rick Center, and Joanne Center, dream team right there. And next week we have Steve Garrison, Fred Robinson, and Shirley Lipa. So yeah, thank you for your service. And if you forgot, Rick, that's today. No, you didn't forget.
Hey, Simon, can I say something?
Yeah, of course, please.
Yeah, instead of Joanne Center, that should have been me there. And I had to call Steve on Monday morning to let him know that I ended up with a work conflict. So sorry about that, Steve. And I'm glad you got somebody at the last minute, but sorry to put you in that spot. So I'm going to go ahead and find myself $10 for that.
Hey, there you go.
Always appreciate the heads up. Appreciate it.
Good.
Give us a chance to make a plan B.
Good communication and a $10 fine. We'll take it. Thank you so much, Frank. I appreciate it big time. Awesome. Let's keep on keeping on here. Let's see. Next up, we have something fun next. We have the drawing for the foundation raffle. I'm going to pull down the screen share here. And let's go. Let's do this. So we had a raffle. Ross, do you want to do your screen share now and show what the lovely winner is going to get?
Sure. Let me thank everyone who participated in the foundation annual giving. I'm just going to run a list of names. I want to thank Herb Colby, Seth McGrath, Jeff Nelson, Frank Ramos, Bob Judavine, Rick Center, Walt Giacomini, Carrie Anderson, Ken Halpy, Sal Chinnici, Keith Burgess, Scott Downey, Heck Wood, Jennifer Renner, and Aaron Dunn and myself for giving to the annual give. And remember, that was just one give per year. I'll come back with some other lovely thing later in the year, and we can add to our annual giving. And this year, because of the district conference and foundation celebration online, we couldn't deliver gift baskets to one central place from all over the North Coast region. So we had individual gift baskets per club. So instead of going out and putting together a basket and finding things all over the county, I took the easy way out and we went to, here we go, we went to Harry and David, and pretty local, Medford, Oregon. And so this will be delivered to you, the winner whose name was drawn, who participated in the raffle for annual giving. Can everybody see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, and then we will stop the share and go from there. So now, Simon, if you would be so kind as to not peek.
I will not peek. I'm just curious. I saw an item in there, Ross. It was called water crackers. What's that all about?
Let's go see what that actually is. Water crackers are, well, that's pretty much something that an older person will enjoy. Maybe like a Frank Ramos or Steve Garrison.
Oh, man.
That's from their era. I'm not sure what the plan was there. I prefer the 3 seed crackers on the other side.
Oh man. For throwing a couple of people's age under the bus, that's a $5 fine. And water crackers.
Only sure 5?
Only, how about $5 a piece? 10 bones there. All right, I've got my, I don't know if you can see it there. Pat, I'm not looking. We're virtual background. I'm going in and out of reality. Okay. And without looking, we're pulling out a name. Let's see. How about this one? This is the one. This is the one right here. Okay. We've got Keith Borges. Yeah, Keith. Is he here this morning?
No.
Okay, let's redraw. No, I'm joking.
So I will be sending that in the mail to him directly from the Harry and David factory where the elves are putting it together now.
Oh, those elves. Oh, those elves. Okay. Let's get back to business, shall we? So one of my themes of the year, and I'm going to just make sure I didn't miss anything there. Oh, wait, no, I did. Let's see here. Before I start, is there any club member guest announcements? Anything anybody wants to bring to the table for the good of the club? Maybe something that you feel guilty about that you'd like to pay money for? If not, I'll go into my little spiel here. Okay. So first person, well, let's do this as a twofer here. So a club member this morning was driving the speed limit on the 101, and somebody just flew past them on the road, and they were saying, hey, if there's a guilty conscience out there for speeding, and past president Bob Judavine said, it could have been me. So Bob, I think that's worth $5, right?
Simon, that's not exactly what I said.
Oh, what did you say?
What I said is I noted a safety hazard. I thought it was a little old lady was going catastrophically slow there, posing a traffic hazard to everybody on the road.
Yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't John Sapper, because you weren't the club member that he mentioned. So you were just speeding and seeing things, I think, and now you're calling John Sapper a little old lady.
I was gonna say, you're calling me a little old lady?
I mean,
I didn't get a good look, so I don't know. I could have been anybody.
yeah.
Well, you must be driving fast.
Exactly. So $5 just for a guilty conscience there, okay?
That's well worth it.
But the real person who did it, the one who was flying down the road, and we've already kind of picked on him a little bit this morning, but Rick Sinner, it was you just flying down the highway unsafely. I mean, not only do you represent our club, but
When was this? When was this?
Yesterday. That's what I hear. Sapper was telling me yesterday, just flying.
I wasn't even on the highway yesterday.
Just south of Elk River.
No, I wasn't out yesterday.
But might have been hallucinations, John.
Might have been. Little old ladies do that sometimes.
Well,
A visit to the optometrist would be.
Were you there the day before?
Come on,
You
Rick,
don't even
don't
know
throw your
your
wife
days
under
on?
Simon?
On, lay off the water crackers.
Yeah.
And lay off the little old lady jokes.
yeah, come on.
I'm nice you
You
to
can't
fess
pick on
up
your wife
how
when
old
she's
you
not
are.
here, Rick.
How about last week? Were you there then, Rick?
All right. For a fishy story, how about $5 to John Sapper and
Good
Rick?
idea.
Rick, I'm not done with you yet, though. Somebody was telling me something about your golf game. Tell us a little bit about that golf game yesterday. I think it was yesterday. How was that?
Well, that was the only driving I was doing yesterday.
That was the only driving you were doing yesterday. And how much
Right.
of it was it? Was it good, bad?
Oh, they were okay. Wasn't really a drive one. Actually, one of my buddies must have fessed me out. I had a hole in one yesterday on number 6.
Woo! All right. Nice. Hole in one. What's that worth?
Yeah, my other sock is okay.
Ooh. So a hole in one and a bad joke. What is that worth?
That doubled the fine.
Huh?
Yeah.
What is that worth?
First one.
No comment? Do I have to assign a fine to that?
I
Well,
doubled it.
Okay. How about $10?
Okay, you got it.
All right.
Is that your first hole in one, Rick?
No, second.
Rick, it wasn't me that blew your cover. Steve beat me to it.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah.
Walt.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, let's get this show back on the road here. Being an art educator, something that I've been doing every week is introducing a little bit of art or an artist, talking about their work, maybe their career a little bit, and then having a Rotarian from the club do a critique of their work. So this week, we're going to, in the spirit of holiday that's coming up this weekend, we're going to do some kind of darker, scary art, okay? So this week we're going to look at the artwork of artist that goes by the name Pushead. All right. And you can see here a photo on the left. Actually, gentlemen, is very hard to find photos of this artist. His artwork is out and about quite a bit, but definitely not a person who jumps behind the camera much. Weird profile shot. This is him at actually the Comic-Con in 2009, I believe. And then a little taste of his art there on the right, and obviously the virtual background in the back is his work as well. But let's go a little deeper and take a look at the artwork of Pushead. So Brian Schroeder is his real name, but he's better known as Pushead in the artist community. He's a record label owner, writer within the hardcore punk and heavy metal cultures. He was first an active singer in a band called Septic Death, and they were very obscure during the 1980s of his career, but later recognized as pioneers in the thrashcore genre. And just looking at our club, I know there's a couple thrashcore fans out there. I'm just guessing. Schroeder has since worked primarily as an artist, often featuring images of weathered skulls and skeletons in his work. He's created artwork for many bands and artists and athletes, including Metallica, Misfits, Aerosmith, Motley Crue, Dr. Dre, Travis Barker, Rocket from the Crypt, and one of my favorites, hip-hop artist Kool Keith. He's designed many album covers, t-shirts, most notably for Thrasher, the skateboarding magazine. He's designed a bunch of skateboards, and he's also designed 2 pairs, not one, but 2 pairs of Nike SB Dunks. So here we've got an early punk rock album, the Misfits on the left, Metallica, of course, dead center there, and just some beautiful skeletal artwork on the right-hand side. Anybody that's basically getting into drawing skulls or skeletons has probably been influenced by this guy at one point in time. There's a local artist around here. He drew just about every Pushead illustration before he started doing his own artwork, just to kind of get the rhythm of what they look like, and you can see it anytime he does the skull. They're just beautiful. The detail on the anatomy, supposedly collector of skulls, cow skulls, deer skulls, human skulls, any kind of skull he can get, and you can see that it comes across in his work. Very detailed look at the anatomy of those things. And speaking of skulls, Pushead, hey, there's more skulls. He typically draws these skulls that involves details. They're often gruesome and weathered. In 1991, he designed and illustrated a number of sticker inserts for a series of heavy metal and hard rock trading cards called Rock Cards. And he designed skateboard graphics and advertisements for Zorlak skateboards during the 80s and beginning of the 90s. Pushead was also an artist for the skateboarding magazine Thrasher and writer as well. He wrote some articles for it during that time, did a couple of the covers. We've got Dr. Octagon in the far left there, and some more like, just distorted weathered skulls and just really cool detail stuff. So now we're going to shift and ask a Rotarian about some of his work. So how about we call on Aaron Dunn? I don't think you've played this game yet. Aaron, you there?
Thank you so much for selecting me for this one. I'm going to call him Pushead.
Pushy. Oh, yeah, Pushy. Yeah.
So this is perfect for the meeting before Halloween, first of all. So well done on that. I was noticing the teeth and how detailed. I've been going to the dentist a lot lately, and so I was just noticing the teeth and how detailed and what incredible work that was. This is a take on a snowman? No. Christmas? Santa? Oh, it's Santa.
There we go.
So it's Santa as a skeleton. Very merry indeed. And You know, each week I try to think of things when I look at the art, and I'm hoping sometimes that you call on me, and this was not that particular week. But I guess there's some kind of, it looks like some kind of something happening in the background of some kind of destruction, I guess, in the background.
Fire, Aaron.
A forest fire.
There we go.
And Santa got caught in that and barely escaped, but really didn't, and is buried with his, got caught under the falling debris
There
and
we
is
go.
stuck in the sand with his packages. And
I think that's pretty
oh,
fantastic.
wait, but look at that ornament hanging off his arm. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. He's missing an arm. It's all bandaged up. There's a stick coming out of it with an ornament.
Yeah, with ornament. Yeah, that's what I like.
So that was an amazing job, Aaron. I think you did mighty fine. You must have worked on Broadway at one time as a publicist, I don't know, because you sure sold that. And the teeth is a really important thing. A lot of times artists, when they do normal characters of people, they put a little too much detail on the teeth. That's a common mistake by artists. And it makes them look really like, right? But in the case of skeletons, it's all about teeth, right? Throw the detail on the teeth, lots of little cracks. And I can't remember from my anatomy class, but those little things that hook into the teeth, he puts those above the actual tooth itself. Very awesome. Oh gosh, man, this is a fine for that. It's really hard. How about we go with the weird number? Like, how about $7, Aaron? I think that was pretty fantastic. Okay, $7 for Aaron Dunn. Thank you so much for playing along. Since we're doing games and playing along, let's push it along. How about guess the artist? Frank Ramos. I don't know if you've played this game, but if you have, you're going to play it again. This might be your second time. I think I called on you early on. You still there, Frank?
I'm still here.
Okay. So skeletons, they deal in death, but fantasy art can be also horrifying. Frank Frazetta is known as the godfather of fantasy art and one of the most renowned illustrators of the 20th century. Frank, can you tell us which one of these art pieces is by Frazetta?
Frazetta. Well, first time I've ever heard of him. So this is going to go strictly by a guess.
Okay.
And, I think out of all the ones here, the only one that kind of I saw that looked pretty realistic and stuff like that, I'm going to go with number 1.
Ooh, that's correct, actually. Yeah, that is correct. Got it on the first try, and that is probably the most popular piece by Frank Frazetta. It's known as Death Dealer. That's skeletons deal in death, right? So great guess. Gosh, no fine today on that, man. I'm gonna have to make it a little harder next week for y'all. Let's see. What is next here? Ooh, the weekly recognition. So typically every week I'm recognizing a member of the club for some certain way, and occasionally I'll do a little character of what they look like. And I'm taking this week off of character drawing again, but I am going to recognize a club member. Who do you think I'll recognize? Anybody? Let's see here. How about a cat lover? And I know you'd think maybe Kurt Wise. Maybe. We've seen the cat in his screen a couple of times. Maybe Dawn. But no, none of them. How about this gentleman? Sal Chinnici, cat lover. Now this is a, Sal sent us a wonderful check for getting his yard flocked. And I just couldn't pass up this awesome address on it. Sal, who's the cat? Tell us more. No matter, no matter where I move, the cat's still looking at me.
That's little Bootsy. She's a sweetie. No, those are the free stickers you get, address stickers if you donate to like the Humane Society or something, I have to confess. And so,
oh, wow.
I am blown away by this recognition, however.
Well, there's more. There's more. I mean, giving to the Humane Society, I'm glad I have something else because I couldn't really find you for that. That's pretty awesome. So I applaud you for that. But how about this? I mean, a little bird sent me this one. It was, I looked on the internet, Sal Chinnici, and I found this. What is that? What is that? Is that Sal Chinnici, or as they call him in the forest, Sal the Spotted Owl? What can you tell me about this?
Well, I have nothing to say about that, Simon. That's pretty good. That's my head on the body of a spotted owl. So pretty awesome Photoshop work there. I've nothing.
What can you give us a little spotted owl fact? How about that?
Sure. Let's see. The scientific name Strix occidentalis carina. It's the northern spotted owl, is the one that inhabits our landscape here. And while they used to be probably our most common raptor in the redwood Douglas fir forest, more common than red-tailed hawks probably, they're hurting now because their bigger, meaner cousin from the East Coast, the barred owl. Spotted owls have spots and barred owls have bars on their chest. Came over from the East Coast and is kicking their butt. So our local population is kind of in trouble. But anyway, beautiful bird, and probably my favorite species that I've ever worked with in my now lengthy career as a wildlife biologist.
Love it, love it. So if you see a barred owl out in the wilderness, can you take that thing out to help the spotted owls out? Is it all right?
Not legally protected as well, but you know, that's all I'll say about that.
Okay. Sal, that was pretty amazing. I love hearing a little bit. You can tell that you're very passionate about what you do, and but I'm still going to recognize you. How about $10 for that beautiful cat address label and your head on a spotted owl?
Yeah, I'll gladly pay that fine just to get my face off the screen.
Okay, so we're going to turn it over to our program chair, Aaron Dunn, for our weekly presentation to introduce them.
Good morning again. Ryan Johnson is with Breaking Barriers, and that's a program of the Diane Cathey Center. Ryan and his family moved to California in June of 2019 from Redding, Oregon. He's worked in this field since 2016 and is happy to continue his career here in Fortuna. In addition to Breaking Barriers, Ryan is also a pastor for a church in Rio Dell. Welcome, Ryan. We're glad you're here.
Thank you. Good morning. Just real quick, Aaron, I did not ask this question. I meant to. Am I answering any questions? And if so, am I doing it during the presentation or afterwards?
Well, if questions come up during, which is kind of hard on Zoom, yes, but yes, please do leave some time for questions at the end.
Perfect. All right. Very good. Well, again, thank you so much, Rotary, and thank you, Aaron, and also Fred for getting me in contact with Aaron. As you can see, I think somewhere on the screen is my boss, Jessica. Thank you so much for having us this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen, and we do have a PowerPoint presentation for our company, and so I'll talk a little bit about that. So let me go ahead and share real quick. And can everybody see that? Okay. All right. So very good. So again, my name is Ryan Johnson, and I have Jessica Doherty with me too. She's my boss, and we are part of a new program in the area called Breaking Barriers. We are part of the Diane Cathey Center, who has been around for a while. And so we're excited again to be here this morning to present this to you. So let's just go ahead and talk a little bit about what we do. The Diane Cathey Center, as you can see here, it is our day center that provides services for adults with developmental or intellectual disabilities, provides instruction and assistance with basic life skills, cooking, cleaning, grooming. Also supports these individuals in continuing their education, and also encourages individuals to experience leisure and exercise activities, going to the gym, arts and crafts. Also promotes community involvement. And so this is what the Diane Cathey Center does. And so appreciate really what they do. But we are also thinking, what about employment outside of the Diane Cathey Center, or what we call the DCC? So we, Jessica, my boss, and our boss, Barbara, who is in charge of the DCC, came up with Breaking Barriers. And so that is an employment program that emphasizes the Griffin Hammonds customized employment program. And it is a person-centered approach to employment assistance that matches particular participants with, excuse me, with job opportunities, which fit with their specific goals, needs, skills, interests, and that would benefit the employer's company. Also, we have a personal development program that teaches our clients necessary skills to achieve personal goals that they have set for themselves regarding how they choose to live their lives as well. And so these are the stages of what customized employment is: discovering personal genius, job development, job carving, job coaching, and also even micro businesses, if that's something that our participants would like to do. What our customized employment is not, though, is not always right for everyone. It's also not your typical employment assistance, which I will explain here shortly. And it's also not always guaranteed, but we do the best we can. And this is how it works. So the reason why we have customized employment, this was the old way. This was a traditional assessment that when we were looking at finding work for some of our clients, some of our participants, what we would do is we would take all the available jobs that were out there, and then we would try to match that one job with those clients' goals. And because of this type of traditional assessment, we were running into some roadblocks, we're running into some walls. And so we came up with our customized employment came up with a new, where else we decided, or customized employment decided to go with the job seeker first. So let's get to know that job seeker first. And so each client with customized employment is taken through a step-by-step assessment period in which our employment team determines who they are, what they're good at, and what they're doing. Then we use that information to work with local businesses, such as yourselves, to create or fill positions that match that client's employment profile and will also benefit the employer's company. So we really do, Jessica and I both, we really like this new approach because we do focus on the job seeker. I think every one of us, when we first started out too, we wanted to go based on what we like instead of just what was out there. And so we are bringing that to our job seekers as well. So we work with them, we get to know them, we get to know what they like, what they don't like, and then based upon that, then we form these themes, and then that's how we do the new approach with customized employment. So you could say that we are in the barrier breaking business. So and that's what we do, strive to do, because there are some walls, there are some things that come up, especially with some of our clients. Honestly, some employment agencies don't want to hire our clients due to maybe some of those barriers. And so our job is to find what best fits not only our client, but also the employer as well. And so we'll do our best to find the right fit for both, so that both are successful and both make a great profit. All right, so the big why should your company get involved with our company? Well, first of all, the employment rate among adults with who have a disability is an alarming 75 to 90%. The vast majority of these individuals who are employed are working in high turnover, low paying jobs that require them to rely on government assistance while remaining in a state of poverty. And most of our clients, they don't want to live as much as on our government assistance, but they want to work. They want to be a part of society. And I feel like they have a right to, just like everybody else does. And then also, as well as getting involved with this program means that we are going to be at the forefront, you're going to be at the forefront of a national movement that aims to help promote universal acceptance in the workforce and encourages decreasing the percentages of the employment adults who have a disability. So everyone is ready to work, everyone can work, and everyone has a responsibility to work and contribute to their community, which includes our clients as well. And so again, getting involved, I believe it, and we believe it takes a community to bring about change. The goal of Breaking Barriers is to inspire universal acceptance and tolerance in the Eel River Valley community. And you can support us in this mission of acceptance by teaming up with our employment team to fill your next job opening, create a job with a Breaking Barriers client, or even teaching us about your business through mock interviews or company tours. So anything that you guys can do to help out, that would be great and fantastic. As you can see here, this is our last slide. This is my business card if you'd like to reach out to me. We also have, for more information, you can visit our website as well. Excuse me, www.dccbreakingbarriers.com. And so, like I said, we'd just like to have you partner with us, but much more so just kind of think about if there's any, I guess I can close this up now unless somebody was taking notes. But I said it is a new company. We've been starting this for about 4 years. We have 4 clients right now. We actually have 3 of them employed, and we're ready to take on some more clients as well. So things have gone pretty well in the last couple. Actually, to be honest with you, this just happened in like the last 2 weeks that we've actually had people reach out. And so we believe this. We believe in our clients. We believe in this new approach, and we just hope that you guys do too. And if there's anything you guys can do to help out, we appreciate it.
Hey, Ryan.
Yes.
Can you explain the national, or Jessica, the national movement that you're discussing? What are we looking at?
Yeah. One of the movements is that we're making with our clients. Some of them, when they work, they get paid below minimum wage quite a bit. And the national movement is to kind of bring them up to everybody else's level, but them, and so that is our goal. And we believe that is important, and we believe that they have just the right to be successful as we do, and being paid the same way.
And just kind of adding on what he just said, so the national movement is actually called gainful employment. Historically, individuals like the ones we serve who have developmental or intellectual disabilities are placed into jobs that pay below minimum wage. So what our program does is help provide them opportunities to get jobs that pay at least minimum wage. None of our clients work for less than that. And in fact, most of them work for over that. And what we do is actually part of something that's even bigger than that, because we are an independent living service on top of just an employment service. So we're actually part of an international movement to help provide equality and sustainable support for individuals who have disabilities in a multitude of ways. And employment just happens to be the one that we're working with most heavily here on a local scale.
Ryan, do you guys work with Reaching for Independence?
That is, we have, I know that since I came on late last year, I know that we have kind of tried to partner with them a few times, and so I don't know if we have that. Jessica, could you answer that question more?
I'd be happy to. So we have worked with them in the past. We put on something called, it was a Rocks for Awareness event where we partnered with Stoned and Humble, which is a local rock painting group on Facebook. And we also partnered with RFI, and we put on this inter-program rock painting event for all of the clients to raise awareness about both of our programs. But currently, we don't have any projects going with them right now. We are two separate programs, but we are more than happy to work with Reaching for Independence if the need arises.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have a question, but I want to just say something first. I had the opportunity to work with RFI for a year, and I can say, man, as an art teacher there and a job coach, man, I was impressed and I learned so much. When they talk about genius, yes, maybe in a more narrow sphere, but some of those folks just blew me away with their talent and what they did. And so my question is, if an employer only has like a project, it's not going to be ongoing. Is there a means, like an independent contractor, to hire for a project, pay them, above minimum wage or whatever for a season? Is there anything like that?
Yeah, so absolutely. We are always accepting temporary work for our clients as well. So if a company has a project they're working on and they want to hire one of our clients to work on that project, we would just consider that as temporary employment and on-the-job training. And so we could fit that in with the client's developed profile to help build their resume and help work on job skills. So yes, absolutely. We also have a paid internship program that we offer for employers who have work within an office setting. And what that means is that they can contract with us to have one of our clients work for them, and then we have a third-party sourcing agency that pays that client's wages during their internship. But that is only for office settings. If the project is outside of that, then yes, temporary is absolutely fine because we can consider it on-the-job training for their employment profile.
Great, thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent. Any other questions for Ryan or Jessica this morning? All right. Thank you so much for coming and telling us about your program. Sounds fantastic. And hopefully we've got several, people in our business community. Hopefully this will help gain awareness and get more people, more connections with people out there. Let's see. Any things that club members want to mention or anything like that? Bring to the table? About to do the raffle.
President
The other
Simon.
raffle. Yes, sir.
Yes, I just want to mention that during the program, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but one of our members was under attack and right on the screen during the Zoom meeting. And I don't know if this is going to hit the national media or not, or even the local media, but Carrie Anderson was, well, Carrie, you can explain what was going on, I guess.
Yeah, Carrie.
You were there.
You were getting attacked. You're smiling now. That's good.
Yeah, my kids were trying to get me fined. I don't know if you saw me that, but they were standing behind you. I was being attacked with a find me sign.
Oh, good.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Oh, gee. Well, I mean.
Thanks for pointing that out, Dawn. I appreciate it.
What the kids want, the kids get. That's what I say, right?
No, we have to have discipline and be firm and say no, right?
Well, I'm going to be like the Disneyland dad here. I think a $10 fine for that attack, Carrie.
Way to be
Okay,
firm,
I'll take
son.
it. I'll take it out of their Christmas budget.
Oh, those poor kids.
Uh,
Well,
I would like to acknowledge someone.
Yeah.
This past Saturday was the district conference and the foundation event, and our own member Ross Rowley was the technical guy during the entire conference program and practiced with the team for 3 days to try to get the Zoom meeting down, because it was lots of sharing and people coming in and people from all over, and he did just a spectacular job, and I just thought he needed some recognition.
Give it up for Ross. Yeah. And how many folks out there went to district conference? Are there some people in the house? All right. Bob Judavine, I see a hand up. Frank Ramos, Aaron. Cool. And I went myself. My wife and I went as well. It was fun. You know, even though the participants didn't have their screens on or anything like that, we got dressed up because, you know, in these times there's not a lot of excuses to get out and be social. So we put on our nice clothes and, you know, had a couple of beverages, and it just made an event out of it. And so it was a lot of fun. It was cool program. So thanks so much, Ross, for putting that together. I'm not going to fine you for that one. That was a lot of volunteer work, and I know it probably took some time to coach everybody and get them in there. And I saw Amanda was in there too, right? Was she helping you out? How so?
She was
Past club
right in
member?
the right-hand person, and thank you, John Sapper, for hiring her away from other worlds and getting her into that Sequoia Conference job. I want to take the limelight off of me just for a moment, and I want to really thank Jessica and Ryan for their work. I've been involved in the past with people with disabilities and intellectual issues, and from what I remember growing up, and you would see people with developmental disabilities just sitting at home over the years, and you'd see them grow into adults and never leave the home. And now times have really changed, and it's good to see people having the ability to go to work and be a productive member of society. And I just applaud your works that you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really great program, and you're so right, Ross. There's so much that these people can offer. You know, I work at Fortuna High School, but since I started there 6 years ago, I've always had a really strong connection with the life skills program there, and the students are just fantastic individuals. And when they offered me a more full-time job, that was the one question I asked is, can I continue the partnership? Can we still have those students in our class? And COVID's kind of thrown a wrench in that game a little bit, but the connection's still there. We had them involved with the yearbook last year. It was just really fantastic individuals, and they bring so much to the table. They advocate for themselves, just really cool stuff. So yeah, awesome work you guys do. Thank you so much. And let's continue partnering however we can. All right. And without further ado, because it's getting about to that time, how about a raffle? The lesser of the raffles. No $150 basket, but you'll get what, $10 or something? What is it up to now?
We start fair. We start at $50.
$50. So we cleared the kitty last week. Walt donated to Disaster Relief Fund. Thank you, Walt. All right, whose ticket will I draw this morning? Oh, he's not here. Let's see. Scott here? No Scott. I'm picking everybody's name who doesn't show up. How about Leah Price? Leah's here. You can win big money, Leah. Although there's a lot more balls in there now. Digging in. What's it gonna be? How about? Ooh, no, it's a craft talk. Yeah, or if you don't want to do that, $25. What do you think? Craft talk or $25? Here.
You have to decide right now.
What's that?
Do I have to decide right now?
No, you can take some time, but you know.
No, definitely she has to decide right now. You can't put that off.
Craft talk.
Craft talk. You know, the craft talks are pretty nice, Leah, because you could tell you know, a little bit about yourself and your career and stuff for some of those new club members that don't know you.
That's true.
Let's do it. How about that? Craft talk. And if you really don't want to, you can pay $25.
No, I don't have a problem with this. Fine.
All right, cool, awesome. You just let me know when you're ready. It could be a week or 3, and we'll get you into the schedule. Anybody else before we part today? All right, what an awesome meeting. Thank you all. You're an amazing bunch of individuals. Keep doing good. Keep the service above self, and have a marvelous Rotary Day. All right, club meeting's adjourned.